Hi, today's workout we're gonna start with some exercises standing and move to the floor. The goal here is to counteract all the movement you do every day that gives you rounded shoulders, tight hips, and a sore lower back. So we're gonna start this series with the founder stretch. So your feet are gonna be about 2 fists apart. You can start squeezing the knees just to create that tension in your adductors. Once you get that tension, bring your hands on your knees, press your chest up so your shoulders are locked in. You should be able to wiggle your toes so all the weight's on your heels, so you're loading your hamstrings and glutes. Once you get that position, reach back with both hands, opening those shoulders up, keeping that stomach tight, so tight here, flat lower back, and you should feel that in the back of your legs and glutes. Do you get that stretch, Nora?
I do, yeah.
All right, so once you get that stretch, we're gonna start with the shoulder opener. It's called the chicken wings. So you're gonna bring your hands on your back, like you're right on your tailbone. Roll your shoulders back, still looking straight ahead, and you're just gonna pinch your shoulders back. 15 reps, really trying to open up the front of your shoulders and your pecs, keeping that stomach tight, keep that core tight, lower back stays flat, weight still on your heels, holding that 15th one back, rolling the shoulders back.
14, 15.
Hold that back, tight stomach, reach back with both hands, really opening the chest up. Taking a big breath in, exhale, reach straight ahead. Pull yourself a little bit further forward, trying to get your lower back parallel to the floor. Lock your shoulders in away from your ears, and then raise your hands up as high as you can. Hold that right there. This is gonna create some tension in that lower back. Keep the weight on your heels, keep those knees tight, trying to get that shake in your legs without your knees caving in. 3 more seconds, 2, exhale, drop your hands all the way down to the floor. Keep your hips pushing back, bend your knees slightly. Inhale, bend the knees, exhale, trying to get your legs straight. For like 3 or 4 of these, just trying to open up your hamstrings. Nice job. Hold that last one up with a slight bend in those knees. Keep the weight on those heels, hands back on your knees. Press your chest up to that starting position. Roll those shoulders back. Nice tight stomach. You're gonna go from here, exhale, reach straight ahead with both hands. Hold right there. Your lower back should feeling a little burn right now. From here, we're gonna go to that globe stretch. Make a globe with your hands. Try to break your fingertips. Pull your elbows in as tight as you can. Separate your wrists, though, pull tight. You should get this in the lats. Squeeze, hold it. 5, squeeze, 4, 3, and all the way up. Squeeze your butt. Nice job. So from here, we're gonna drop down onto one knee into the proposal stretch. So drop down on that knee, all the weight's on that back leg, squeezing that left hip forward, letting your torso fall back. You should get a nice big stretch in that left hip. This is really important if you're sitting at a desk all day, you're probably gonna be tight here. So from here, elbows in like you're doing a row. You can even go thumbs up like the Fonz if you want. Squeeze that glute forward, take a big breath in, and let it go, sinking a little deeper into that hip. There you go. 2 more of those, big breath, squeeze, and sink. 1 more. Hold, squeeze that hip forward, draw that navel in tight. From here, you're gonna pulse back, Nora, 10 reps. And just think, keep that stomach tight, keep that glute tight. The tighter that glute is, the bigger stretch you're gonna get in that hip. Hold that last one back. Take a big breath in, and sink. Nice. And come back up to center, and we're gonna switch sides.
All the way up?
No, just switch legs, yeah. There you go. So all the weight's on that back hip, squeezing this glute forward, leaning back, hands are like the row. Take a big breath in, and let it go. 2 more of those, big breath in. Nice, last one. Sink a little lower, tight stomach, lean back slightly, nice and tall. 15 pulses back. Good job. Hold that last one back, squeezing that glute, really get that hip flexor and psoas to fire. Take a big breath in and let it go. So from here, we're gonna flip over on your back into what's called a crossover stretch. Again, trying to open up that hip. Let's go ahead on this side.
Sure.
And we're gonna open up that hip a little bit and that TFL in your lower back. So we'll start lying on your back. The palms are down at your sides, feet about 18 inches away from your body. Cross that right leg over your left. Pull your knees in tight, like you're breaking your knees together, and then let your legs drop to the right. From here, just create that tension, pulling that knee down as you're resisting that leg up, and you should get that stretch in this left hip.
My leg.
Okay, so now hold that there, keeping that shoulder down, and then every exhale, just kind of sink into it a little lower. So you create your own tension. Take a big breath in, squeeze, and then just let the legs drop. A couple more of those. Nice. Now hold this last one down. You're gonna reach up with that left arm, crunch up towards the ceiling, hold that right there. Pull those knees down a little tighter so you get a little deeper stretch. Take a big breath in, and then you're gonna exhale, let the head, arm, and shoulder relax at that angle where they're all touching the floor, and let the legs sink a little bit lower down. And just hold that for about 10 seconds. We just want to be really careful when you come back to center to protect that lower back. So Nora is going to bring her hand down to the side. Tight stomach, exhale and bring the legs back up to center. And then we'll do the same thing on the other leg. So unhook, left goes over the right. Pull those knees in tight. Exhale, let the legs drop down. And just think that heel, hip, and shoulder are all in a straight line. So from there, just every exhale, just sink a little lower. Breathe into it. You're creating your own tension. Nice, and from there, reach up with that right hand, crunch straight up towards the ceiling, pull those knees a little lower to the floor, exhale and let everything fall back at an angle. And just hold that for about 10 or 15 seconds. It's a good one to do if you're at home. You wanna do it anytime. This is a great stretch just to open up that hip. Nice, so let's protect the back. Bring that palm back down to your side. Tight stomach, exhale, legs come back up. You just completed round one. We're gonna do that one more time, starting standing up. Nice job, Nora. So we're gonna go back into that founder series. So start, weight on your heels, feet about 2 fists apart. Create that tension, squeezing your knees as hard as you can. Weight on your heels. You should be able to lift up the toes and clap them. Press your chest up. Reach back with both hands. Hold that right there. Keep that stomach tight. And from here, we're gonna bring the hands on your back, right on your tailbone. Roll your shoulders back and then go into the chicken wings. Nice job. And the key here is to keep that neutral spine so you're nice and tall. Just trying to open up those shoulders, keeping the weight on those glutes and hamstrings to protect that lower back. Hold this last one back. And then reach back with both hands. Rotate those hands up. Hold that right there. Take a big breath in. Exhale, reach straight ahead. Your hands are parallel to the floor. Pull your chest a little lower, pushing your butt a little further back. Now lock your shoulders in away from your ears, and then raise the roof. Hold it. 5, 4, 3. Exhale, drop the hands down to the floor. Walk your hands forward a couple inches, pushing your butt back. Still loading the back of your legs. Inhale, bend the knees slightly. Exhale, get them straight a couple times. Just for that hamstring stretch. Hold this last one up. Slight bend on the knees. Hands on the knees, press your chest up, nice tall chest. Push your knees back so you're raising the roof with your butt. Hold that there, tight stomach. Exhale, reach straight ahead with both hands. Hold that there. We're gonna go into the globe, squeeze those fingers. Trying to get your elbows out, hold right there. Try to break your fingers, break your elbows, trying to separate your wrists at the same time. You're gonna get this stretch in your lats, keeping the shoulders away. 10 more seconds, hold it. You got it, squeeze, get that shake. From here, big breath in, exhale, stand all the way up. Nice. Back to the proposal. So pick a leg, we'll go left leg back. Kind of sink into that hip, squeeze that left glute forward, leaning back, shoulders are back, nice tall chest. Take a big breath in and sink. 2 more times.
Now, does it matter if my back foot is up or down?
No, just keep it flush. It doesn't really matter. You're fine. Hold that one down. And then now pulse back for 10 reps, keeping that stomach tight. Think as your torso goes back, you're squeezing that hip forward. Nice. Hold this last one back. Take a big breath in and sink a little deeper. Nice. And come back up to center and switch legs. So squeeze that hip forward, lean back slightly, big breath in, and let it go. 2 more times. And sink. Try to always start from where you finish. Little deeper. Squeeze that glute, pulse back 10 times. Good job. Keep those shoulders rolled back away from your ears. Nice. Hold that last one back. Take a big breath in and let it sink down. Nice. So from here, we'll flip back over on your backs into that crossover stretch. So flip over, feet about 18 inches away from your butt this time. Cross that right leg over your left. Squeeze your knees together tight. Let the legs drop to the right, keeping your shoulders flush to the floor, pulling those knees down. About 3 or 4 exhales, just kind of every exhale sinking a little deeper. Just trying to open up that left hip. And then reach up with that hand. 1 big crunch up, hold. Pull those legs down a little further, Nora. Take a big breath in and then let it all fall back. Trying to let those legs drop a little lower. And just hold this for like 3 or 4 seconds, just breathing into it. And bring that palm back towards your side. Protect your back. Exhale, come back to center with the legs. And then unhook and switch sides. So left over the right. Pull those legs down. Keep those shoulders flush. Couple big breaths, just sinking into it. There you go. And then now we'll bring that arm up. 1 big crunch up, keeping those knees pulled down, pull them down, and then exhale, let it all fall back. And hold right there. Nice job, bring that palm down. You're gonna bring your legs back up to center. Unhook the legs, and then we'll start all over with a whole different round. So we'll stand all the way up. You can shake it out a couple seconds, and then we're gonna switch around to a whole nother hip series.
All right, thanks.